Now, your Super Doppler 10 forecast from meteorologist Jeremy Wheeler.
All right, let's take a look at what's going on out there right now. And we've got on the satellite radar a lot of snow falling across the region. We got an area low pressure that is down here offshore. It's moving off to the north and east, and we've got a big band of heavy snow on the backside of it. Cold air is wrapping in, and we've got a cold front which is moving into that as well. So this area low pressure, it's strengthening quite a bit offshore. It is going to move to the north of us today through the day. It's going to take some time, and before that happens, though, all this heavy snow is going to just give us, I want to say, about 8 to 10 inches, and then we could see some drifts up to about a foot of snow. So let's have a look at the radar, and right now on Super Doppler 10 we have well, bands of moderate snow, bands of heavy snow. So let's take a look. We'll get in closer. There's still a bit of a mix down towards the southern Outer Banks. So Hatteras, you're just now changing over to snow. You've had rain most of the time, but it's snow and blowing snow around Manio up to Elizabeth City, and also for the south side. Take a look. Moderate snow for all of Virginia Beach, Norfolk, Portsmouth, Chesapeake, Suffolk. And then as we go up to the peninsula, we have some moderate snow around Newport News, lighter snow around Williamsburg, but keep in mind all this is blowing around with some strong winds, so it's going to feel like it's a heavy snow. Same goes for Gloucester. Over on the eastern shore, you've got moderate snow right now around Northampton County, maybe a little light around Melfa, but then you head up into Chincoteague and you've got moderate snow coming in off the ocean. It looks like a heavier band coming through right now, and we're going to continue to see these heavy bands of snow from time to time today, so that'll continue on for a while. Now let's take a look at what's going on with our forecast, and Future Track has the snow around up through 7 a.m. Widespread snow, temperatures in the 20s. So whatever falls is going to be sticking around for quite some time. Temperatures only going to rise to the low 30s later today. So let's have a look through time. We see bands of snow setting up here and there. There might be some breaks. That would be kind of good because right now we've already have several inches of snow. If we get some breaks, that would be good. But this heavy snow band may set up inland, which is interesting, and the trend is going right now, so we may have to increase the totals a little bit to the west when I show you the snow totals map. Got some snow over on the eastern shore right now, and that's going to be the case for a good portion of the day. This is 9:30 in the morning, 11 a.m. Now, finally, it starts to wrap up around 11 a.m. It's going to lighten up quite a bit. It'll be scattered light snow showers by that time, and then going into the afternoon, well, it'll be just a few snow showers over towards the eastern shore, but the rest of us just some flurries. So we go into the evening, and we'll see, well, temperatures in the upper 20s. We go into the overnight hours, and we're going to be seeing the temperatures dropping down to the 20s, and we'll have mostly clear skies. Now here's the snow forecast. We've got a big band of 8 to 10 inches in here plus, so there's going to be some drifts up to about a foot. But the snow total is going to be hard to measure because you're going to go over to one spot, you'll measure about 6 inches, go to another spot, you might see something like 4 inches, 5 inches. It'll be different all over the place. So we got 4 to 8 inches in this blue area, 2 to 4 inches in the lighter blue, and then 1 to 2 inches off to the west. Here, though, 8 to 10 inches covers Melfa, Cape Charles, Hampton, all the metro pretty much, and then down to Elizabeth City, Ahoskie. So you're in the 8 to 10 inch zone. 4 to 8 inches, southern Virginia Beach, down into Currituck County. You may have to increase that a little bit. And then over towards Surrey County, we got 4 to 8 inches as well. So the entire metro area, 8 to 10 inches plus. Drifts will be higher, and it's going to cause lots of problems today. The main problems, snow on the roads. It's going to be covering those roads, and it's going to be drifting too. I had to drive through a couple of drifts myself, and that's at 3 in the morning. So we're going to increase the snow on the roads, and it's going to create more problems. The snow is going to be blowing around. It's going to be low visibility, and we got power outages possible because the winds are going to be gusting up to about 40 miles an hour, maybe even 45, 50 miles an hour. That could create some power outages. Okay, so those are some of the problems that we're going to have. Here now, Ashley Baylor, meteorologist Ashley Baylor, is going to help me out with some of the other storm impacts.
All right, so here's a picture of basically one of our computer models as we get a little bit closer to 9 o'clock this morning. And so as you can see, by then, we're going to start to see things lighten up just a little bit. And then finally, by midday, we should really see the majority of this taper off. But here's kind of the storm impacts for you. Overall, a good chunk of our viewing area is going to be contending with 8 to 10 inches of snow. Again, possibly even a little bit higher. Wind gusts at 45 miles per hour, maybe even higher in some spots. So as Jeremy was talking about, that falling and blowing snow is going to reduce visibility out on the roads. It's going to make make it tough to actually measure how much snow has fallen where you live. Visibility could potentially be reduced to under a quarter mile at times. So in addition to the fact that the roads are subpar to say the least, it's going to be very difficult to see out there. And then when you actually do choose to go out, whether it's just shoveling or, even taking the dog out for a quick walk, you got to remember that wind chills are going to be in the teens. So you need to have minimal exposed skin if you do plan to actually go out today. And I don't need to tell you the travel is going to be poor. As we take a look at wind speed and direction right now, we have winds coming out of the north and northwest, sustained anywhere between 14 up to 36 miles per hour. So especially closer to the coast is where you're going to find those higher sustained wind speeds and, of course, the higher gusts as well. We're seeing a gust up to 49 miles per hour at Virginia Beach, 43 up in Newport News, 36 from Wallops Island all the way down to Kill Devil Hills. Now here's a look at our wind speed forecast as we continue through the day. You can see by noon we'll have winds out of the northwest and possibly even turning out of the west, but still sustained anywhere between 20 to 30 miles per hour. It's not until this evening that we start to see the winds back up just a little bit, but it's still going to create quite a wind chill factor. So overnight, as temperatures are expected to drop into the teens, that'll put wind chill numbers below zero. So it is going to be a very cold start to your Friday. And as you can see with highs in the 20s, it stays cold through the entire weekend.